Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships.
Welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. Greg has been a relationships expert guest host on numerous radio shows. He promises that this show is for you and to help listeners become more fulfilled, healthier, and happier in your relationships and lives. Licensed relationship and sex counselor Greg Dzinski, the Art of Relationships radio show will cover crucial elements in rebuilding emotional and physical intimacy, plus help in reigniting the passion in your romantic relationships. He also welcomes live calls from listeners in helping with these very challenges. No more tit-for-tat arguments. Greg gets to the root of couples' challenges in a rapid, matter-of-fact format, plus applies compassion and humor. Join in discovering how to improve your romantic relationship and your own life. Listen, laugh, and grow happier. Greg is a licensed professional counselor in the state of Michigan. To others, he's simply known as Master G.
Oops, sorry about the static, people. My mic sort of fell out the stand. Almost like a either ED, erectile dysfunction, or early ejaculation problem. I don't know which one it is. Pick and choose. Anyways, oh boy. Happy hump night. It is Wednesday night, a week before Thanksgiving holiday. And what does that mean? The poor Native Americans, right? As the white people stole their land. Not a happy time for them by any means. I want to bring peace to everybody out there. Hopefully everybody's doing well, doing safe, and your loved ones are safe and sound. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Hopefully, like I said, with the issues going on and what happened in Paris, around the world, whatever, I'm all about bringing all about bringing peace to the world, ending racism, ending discrimination, everything. I want everything to be on an equal playing field, but again, this is maybe my fantasy realm as well. But tonight, I want to have a little bit of a fun and somewhat of a, I don't know if you want to say really that much of a deep-rooted issue, especially in American society. I shared a photo and a saying, of course, on my Facebook a couple days ago, and I want to get in on this, and this is later on in the show, of course, is, I never cared about the material things a man could give me, right? Talking from women, okay? I care about his time, attention, honesty, loyalty, and effort. Those gifts mean more than anything money could buy. And it was really cool. I had quite a few responses from women on there. And I don't think, other than myself, I don't think there was any men on there, of course. If they, disagreed with that and with the women posting comments and everything. It was really cool to see the feedback and everything with that. Later on in the show, I want to talk about that. Is it more about materialism, and do you have a set amount of standards? And I was talking about this with a couple individuals in Athens restaurant here in Penobscot building right before the show, talking about this very thing. But we're going to get into this a little bit later on the show, so hold tight, and I'd love to hear your feedback from men and women out there and what your experiences are. And, we got a caller. Hey, welcome. Oh, where'd they go? We'll have to get them back on the air. I didn't even see him on there. I think Dre is calling in right now. Hopefully he'll call in again. I'm sure he will pretty soon. I don't know if I didn't see it, whatever. I was too engrossed in trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to say. Anyways, this is the Art of Relationships radio show. Doesn't matter, like I said, what the topic of the show is. I say this, I repeat this every show. Doesn't matter what the topic of the show is. You can give me a call. I'd love to help you out with, any relationships, sexual issues, or even grief and loss aspects that you're having a hard time dealing with. The number is 313-614-9498. And hopefully Dre was just trying to call in. Hopefully he'll give, if he's listening to the show, hopefully he gives us a call again. And like I said, we'll get more into the love or money situation later on in the show. And I'm going to read some comments I received from Facebook, and it was really, really cool, the input and everything I was getting from there. We're going to talk also, what would you do in a relationship if you were more friends than lover? And I've done a few episodes. Oh, here we go. Hey, Dre.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you on?
Yeah, are you on the air now?
I'm on the air now, man. It's 9:06. Welcome.
Yeah, hey, I got an emergency came up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Greg, but I have an insight from someone. My sister want to give insight on the situation.
Oh, terrific. Not a problem. I'm here to help if I can.
Right, so it's going to be a whole nother, because some pop came up, though, but she's about to call in one moment.
Oh, okay, terrific. I'd love to hear that.
Okay, all right.
Peace out. Oh, that was cool. So hopefully Dre's sister will call. Be love to help her out and everything, whatever. Again, welcome to the Art of Relationships radio show. I'm your host, Greg Dzinski. I'm a licensed professional counselor and relationship and sex specialist here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. Everybody thinks it's the armpit of America, and it's not. I am a huge, huge advocate of Detroit, as everybody knows. A lover of Detroit, and there is so much going on big time downtown. A lot of energy, a lot of positive energy, a lot of positive growth. I love it. It's awesome. It's awesome to see people walking around downtown with a little bit of energy and spring in their step again, which is really cool with everything going on downtown. I want to give it a shout out. Like I said, the live shows are rebroadcasted, on podcastdetroit.com. Hi, welcome. This is Greg. You're live on the air. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, how you doing?
Not too bad. Ooh, listen to your voice. Anyways, no. How's it going?
Everything's going great.
And it's going great, so you're calling in.
I'm calling in. Just wanted to give a little insight about relationships.
I would love to hear it.
Are
you, first of all, like I mentioned, I don't know if you're new to the show, whatever. I'm not being rude. I'm not asking your name. If you want to give me your name, that's cool. But I want to protect your privacy and everything else, too, okay?
I'm Sharia.
Sharia, with that voice.
Yes.
Damn, you're going to have to come in and talk to me. Anyways, no. You need, what, may I ask, are you single, married? What's your situation, first of all, before you give insights or whatever to relationships?
Okay.
And it doesn't matter to me.
I'm in a relationship. I'm not married, but I've been in a relationship for about 19 years.
Wow, long since you were like what, like 10? Since you were 10?
No. 15.
So I would love to hear your insights with all your experience and stuff. That'd be great.
I just really feel that just from experience, of course, no relationship is perfect.
No.
I feel like communication is like one of the biggest keys in a relationship. communication and just always keeping it fresh no matter what,
No.
What you're doing in the beginning, you have to continue to do that.
Oh, I love that. And you mentioned, I get this all the time with clients and everything in my office. I get phone calls, Greg, we have communication issues. And I get this a lot on a weekly basis. And my thing is, people could say, say your husband in your case could say, screw you. And you say, screw you too. You both understand each other, right? You both understand you're ticked at each other. What do you mean more in depth? What do you mean about communication aspects that could help our listeners out there?
Like everything, to me, you communicate about everything.
Uh-oh. We lost her. Hopefully she calls back. I don't know what happened. Kids in the background, I heard. So hopefully she'll call back. I love hearing feedback and everything. About communications, maybe one thing is, and I've mentioned this on other shows about communication and everything, and I'll get more into friends more than lovers, and I hope she... Oh, cool. Here she is. Hey, welcome back. This is Greg.
I'm sorry, this is Sheree. We're disconnected.
Sure. Yeah, I was going to say, you hung up on my ass. What's up with that?
So sorry.
No.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You're fine. Going back on the communication aspects, what do you mean communication on your standpoint?
On my standpoint, I feel that communicating about everything, as far as, what are you doing today? Hey, I'm getting off work early. Hey, I'm going to cook this for dinner today. I mean, everything, because if you don't communicate, there's no understanding,
I agree.
Everything you do.
One thing with couples I try to get to, I tell them, I don't want taboo topics. I don't want you holding back. That doesn't mean you're being mean or trying to attack one another, not at all, and turn it into a tit for tat. It's not a competition. Okay. But looking at trying to communicate your needs, and not only that, what you're feeling, and not holding back. You're not afraid to piss him off or hurt his feelings, or vice versa. It's like, this is how I feel. Now what can we do about it? And a lot of people... they hold back. They're afraid because, oh, my God, it's going to cause an argument. It's going to cause more, he's going to run out. She's going to run out. It's going to cause more issues. So I ain't going to wreck the boat. So we're going to let it lay and forget about it. And it's going to come back and bite you out in the booty later on.
You're right. You're so right about that. People do hold back, and that's a big problem in relationships. You are scared of, that argument or what he might feel or what she might feel about whatever you want to say, but you can't hold back. Life is too short, so you just got to let it out.
I agree. I don't want people... I tell people, if you're intentionally trying to piss someone off or hurt their feelings, that's different. Then you're an a-hole or what. That's different. But I want people not to be afraid to hold back. I want them to be able to rock the boat, because that means you're going to hopefully get some resolve in what's going on. And a lot of things with communication aspects I try to help is, trying to underlie, if someone's pissed off, okay, chances are that's the surface crap that's going on. And if you're pissed off, or, your partner, lover, whatever is pissed off, chances are they're not feeling loved, respected, maybe important. There's something else going on, but maybe they're not presenting it in a heartfelt or from a vulnerable perspective. They get pissed. So what happens? You get pissed, you get angry, and all of a sudden, bam! It explodes.
Yes. You're so right about that.
So,
and you saying that, it reminds me of myself.
Uh-oh. Dish it.
I'm just, keeping it real. As far as me, I was that person that would hold back in the beginning. My relationship, I hold back a lot and just get so upset. And,
sure. Why would you do that?
I really didn't know why I was doing it until I got older and I matured more. And it's like, you know what? If you feel this way, just say it, and just tell a person how you feel. Don't worry about an argument or whatever it may be. I just finally just let loose.
What held you back, do you think, from not voicing your real feelings and stuff?
Exactly what you just said. Like, you know, feeling that this person may not understand you, you know, or, you know, the argument, you know.
Right.
Just
I get it.
Trying to avoid that. So a lot of times, a lot of people hold it back from that.
No, that's awesome. And I try to not, you know, scenario, whatever, situations like this. I want people to be able to rock the boat, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, but also be more confident, you know, be able to be more confident, say, hey, I feel this way, and I'm going to say it. I'm not going to back away from it. I don't want to hide it. This is it.
Right.
And if it's not important to you or you don't care, you know what? Then we got deeper issues going on. I want people to communicate and try to learn. You know, perceptions are out of whack often. So I want you to try to learn from each other. You know, why are you mad? Why are you ticked off? You know, why are you withdrawn from me? Did I cause this? What am I doing to piss you off? Instead of fighting each other, man, batting each other upside the head.
You know, if it was like that, a lot of relationships will last much longer than they do.
That's what I try to do. You know, I try to do. And hopefully people can learn. That's why I do the show. You know, I try to, that's why everyone thinks I'm in the field and I'm rich and everything with what, hell no. I'm broke. As I told Dre, who called in before you, talking to him and stuff on Facebook, I'm a broke ass. So, but I do this to help people.
You know, that's my brother, right?
Yeah, I do. I didn't want to let that out. Yeah, he mentioned his sister was going to call in, but I didn't want to mention that situation unless you're throwing it out there. Oh, you got to dish some dirt on Dre. Here we go.
Let me give you some dirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, you can do that. You can dish it. No. No, I appreciate your call, though, man. Call anytime. You can also, for other listeners, new listeners out there, too, you can join me on the live chat, too, with the Art of, which is awesome. The Art of Relationships, you can, on Apple, I'm not an Apple fan, but on iTunes, the Apple Store, and Android, the Art of Relationships radio show. It might be under my name, too, Greg Dudzinski, Dudzinski, and Spreaker. It's SPREAKER, just like speaker with an R. .com. And you just do a search for my name or the Art of Relationships, and you can join the live chat, which is cool. We have usually have a bunch of people in there, live chat, asking questions, joking around, and some pretty cool. So that's another way. And you can always call live. I love it.
I would love to. I have a lot of friends that are in relationships.
I love it. Thank you so much.
So they would love the insight from you. And I appreciate it as well.
You know what? I'm blushing. And I love when black people blush, too. It's so cool. It's freaking hot. No. Not the guys. I don't roll that way, but women. No.
I know, that's right. You rock. You really rock.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm very flattered. Believe me, I'm very humbled. So I appreciate the phone call anytime. Give me a buzz.
Thank you. You
Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Bye-bye. I appreciate the phone call. That's very cool. And anybody out there, you can give me a call, just like she did. And 313-614-9498. And like I said, I am not going to, announce your name. For one thing, I might not know it. But even if you join me in chat, I'm not going to mention your name. I'm not going to say your name unless you give me permission, okay? I respect your privacy. Some people that might call in have a question. They don't want maybe friends. They might not want their husband, wife, lover, boyfriend, whatever, to know they're calling in, and I respect that, okay? I have a lot of compassion. I mean, that's not only compassion, how I am as a person, but also professionally, too. I want to respect your privacy and confidentiality. And we have Princess Fu checking in. Welcome to her, and hopefully you can join us on chat. Like I said, the show's own app for Android, Apple, mobile devices, and also Spreaker.com. And I want to give a shout-out to podcastdetroit.com. Like my show is rebroadcasted through them. Oh, my God, I can't talk again. Sorry. podcastdetroit.com. The show is rebroadcasted every Sunday night at 9 o'clock, and I will be coming from them live, hopefully in the near future. Right, Dave? Give a shout-out to Podcast Detroit, Dave Phillips, and Bob. Great people. It's an awesome, awesome environment. I love being a family of them and hanging out. Matter of fact, I got to hang out with them more. But with my schedule and everything, I had to sort of cut back the live broadcast on Sunday nights. I used to be live Sunday night, 9 o'clock, Sunday and Wednesday night, but it just, I was getting burned out with everything going on, teaching and book and trying to promo. And also, speaking of book, you can still get that. It's $3 off on Amazon. It's called Seize That Connection. That's where you're going to find it on Amazon. Seize That Total Connection. You can get ebook and paperback format. It's $3 off right now. So go ahead, buy it. There's reviews on there. I've been getting some very, very flattering reviews on the book. I love it, and I always want to make things better and improve as a person, improve as a therapist, and now I guess an author if I'm gonna write another book, which I probably will in the near future, or at least start working on it. And also, I have, if you live or are in the Metro Detroit area, I am going to be doing a single seminar. Finding the relationship you desire. That is going to be Saturday, 10 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., of course. Saturday, January the 16th. That's going to be here in the Penobscot building. And also, I am doing a couples workshop. Woohoo! Spicing up your relationship. That is going to be the following Saturday, which is going to be January the 23rd. So the single seminar is January 16th. Mark your calendar. And the couples seminar is going to be January 23rd. Both of them are 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to be here in the Penobscot building. Tickets can be purchased. They have to be advance purchase sales only, okay? There, you can get them on Eventbrite, Brite, and you can type in either a single seminar, and it should pop up, or spice up your relationship for the couple seminar, okay? I will be providing coffee, tea, water, and also some snacks, hors d'oeuvres if you want to be fancy, for the workshops, whatever. I'm still trying to work out for those early morning Bloody Mary drinkers or mimosas drinker. That's going to be cash bar. So I'm still trying to work out the details on that as well, okay? But that is January 16th. The single seminar and the couple seminar will be January 23rd. You can purchase them, Eventbrite, and please go to my Facebook page, Greg Dudzinski, Dudzinski. So you can purchase tickets. There's links there on Facebook. Matter of fact, I have to get them up on my website too. So that will be up there, okay? Anyways, we are talking about... Well, actually, we didn't get into it because we got a few callers, which is cool. Anyway, talking about, starting off friends more than lovers. And then I'm going to get into the picture I shared, I can't take credit for it. I can't remember where I got it from, a friend on Facebook, whatever. We're going to get more into that later on in the show, which I never cared about the material things a man could give me, right? This is speaking from a woman. I care about his time, attention, honesty, loyalty, and effort. Those gifts mean more than anything money could buy. What about a talented tongue, ladies? Would you like that? Or a talented tool? Ooh. Maybe we can throw that into the mix too. Me being a smart ass, of course, I got to kick that up. So, what about friends? Say you are married. You've been married for a while or in a relationship, and you're comfortable, and you get along great. You're like best friends. But, you know what? The lover aspect is missing. It's sort of escaping. Now, do you look at, and I want you to look at the feedback now, or not really feedback, but look at yourself. If you're in a situation like this, if it's comfy, say it's not bad, it's not terrible, it's not abusive, that you're friends, you're best friends, whatever, but the chemistry, the physical chemistry, the lover aspect is not there. Are you okay staying in the situation? And I've talked about this on shows probably a year ago, if not, right around a year ago. And would you be staying in that situation or not? And I've talked about, dealing with couples that are best friends. They love each other. They would do anything. They would die for each other, but they haven't had sex in a year. They haven't had sex in 3 years. And I have a couple that haven't had sex in frickin' 4 years, right? They love each other, the best friends. Some of them are living together. Some of them have been married for a while, and they're friends and all this stuff. Would you be okay with that, to live with the comfort of that, being best friends, the trust aspect? Neither one of them are cheating, nothing like that, okay? Like most people would think. However, would you be okay in those situations because it's comfort, it's safe, you can be there, the emotional trust is there, but the physical, the want to rip your clothes off, throw you up against the wall aspect, right? The carnal, animalistic craving, physical pleasures, are not there. Would you be okay with this? And, I'm going to try to give some tips to kick up those, to fire up, maybe to turn into lovers if possible. And it's very, very difficult to do. And I'm going to give some feedback to that when I return. So I'm going to take first break of the evening. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Make sure you jot the number down. You can give me a call with any questions you have. It does not have to relate to the topic of the evening, okay? I want to help you out. That's what the show is for. That's what it's all about. Another way to help people out there, okay? It's 313-614-9498. And you can join us on live chat on the apps for Android, Apple, or also Spreaker app, the Show Zone app, or at Spreaker, SPREAKER.com, and type in the Art of Relationships. Do a search on Spreaker. You can join me in live chat as well, or give me a call again, 313-614-9498. And I will be back in a few minutes after I let my voice sort of settle down. Much love. Be back in a minute. Hold on. If you're looking for that unique, cool fashion statement, check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. She has hand-painted, hand-designed canvas shoes for you, your loved one. It's an inspirational piece unique to your own taste. Check out Shoes by Shay on Facebook. Again, that's Shoes by Shay on Facebook.
Waking up, kissing the floor of a bathroom stall. This isn't any way to live, no, not at all. And every one of these kids is so original. White suit, black tie with chucks, and I can barely pull off a standard tux. But why Start to call myself the great pretender before they tell me why you remember when you used to stand for something more than this. I always think it's happy ever after until it's a complete disaster, until another name is fallen from your lips. Start to call myself the great pretender before they tell me why you remember when you used to stand for something more than this. I always think it's happy ever after until it's a
Welcome back, everybody. First song, make sure you check them out. Skyway Traffic was the first artist, if you will, listening to, and the last one was Rev Right Time. Checking them out on Reverb Nation, Facebook, and YouTube. Again, Skyway Traffic and Reverb Nation. And if you know some local talent, Detroit area talents, I'd love to hear. Always looking to play, helping out local artists, big time in Detroit. You know, should it be global? That's a good point, too. Should it be global or just local Detroit? Since the show, the Art of Relationships radio show is broadcasted worldwide, and you can also check out podcast Detroit.com. They have a bunch of cool shows anywhere from if you're into boxing, MMA, fighting, or if you're into geek stuff, geek video game stuff. That would be cool. The Rack Show is awesome. The Undercard does the box. IT and the D do a bunch of stuff from, they do everything from tech stuff to everything else. So there's a wide gamut of shows. Check them out, podcastdetroit.com, okay? And we are talking about, what are we talking about? We are talking about friends more than lovers. Had a few calls at the beginning of the show, which is cool. And you can also throw your question into the mix, and I will do my best to try to answer it. I can be blunt, but also very compassionate and honest as well, genuine with my answers and trying to help you out, okay? That phone number is 313-614-9498. Don't worry about being shy, okay? I'm real, down to earth, whatever. And I'm not going to mention your name at all. So your name, your identity is definitely private unless you want to throw it out for the listeners and throw it out to me as well. And the same goes for if you join us in the live chat as well. You can do that on Android and Apple devices with the Art of Relationships radio show's own show, also Spreaker's app. They're free, so download them, okay? Get rid of your music and videos and movies you have downloaded on your phone. Get rid of them, make room for the apps. You can also download Spreaker's app as well, or join us if you don't want an app. Go to Spreaker.com on your phone, tablet, desktop, doesn't matter, computer, laptop. You can join us on live chat as well, okay? Talk about friends more than lovers, okay? And how many would be okay? And I mentioned right before the break, talking about, I've dealt with couples. They're best friends. They're emotionally there for each other. They're best friends, but they're not lovers. They don't have the physical chemistry or presence. Not that they find each other, repulsive, disgusting, physically unappealing. Not with that. It's just like, how can I say? It's almost like your brother and sister. Ew. Cousins, that might be another analogy as well. I shouldn't laugh, whatever. But, your best friends, you might cuddle. You might be there and embrace and hug once in a while. But there's no kissing. There's no relationship bling bling. There's no relationship spark chemistry there. Would you be okay in that situation? Because a lot of people, like I mentioned, I've dealt with numerous couples over the years that have been in this very situation. They're coming to me trying to get, the chemistry bumped up, trying to get it kicked up, whatever. So it tells me they're not totally happy with their situation. They're great other than the chemistry. That means something else is missing. That they're missing all that aspect or whatever. And I want to throw out, someone in text or in the chat room, I'm sorry, talk about, we're going to get into this more, but talk about love over, love over takes money hands down, okay? It's if it's not, it's kind of like a paid agreement. Ooh, and there are people in those situations, and they're okay with that. I will not be in that situation. One thing, I have no money. For another thing, I will not be in a situation where someone wants me for money if I had it, or is looking to be taken care of, whatever. No, I want the love, I want the passion, I want to feel that they crave me, and they're in love with me, and we can talk, have deep conversations, we can joke around, all that. Money involves no feelings in my mind, just a using situation. And I agree with that, and I'm going to get into that. That came from an individual on chat. Like I said, I'm not going to mention names unless they give me permission to do that. That came from, I can say it came from a gentleman. That might be a loose term. A man came from a man's perspective too. And I'm going to get into this aspect a little bit a little bit later on in the show, when I get talking to the love and money aspects, I want to get center on the love and, the friend aspect. And in a lot of situations, are you in this situation because of fear? Hey, Sean. Okay, Sean just gave me permission to use his name on the air. So welcome, Sean. I appreciate you joining. Known him, God, for, I don't know, it's been a couple years now, on and off. The situation is, with the friends, more than lovers, would you be okay in that situation? Some people are. Like I said, I've dealt with numerous clients in this situation, they're best friends, and the lover aspect, the physical chemistry, the connection isn't there. They're comfortable, but they're afraid to move on. They're afraid to maybe either go after chemistry, and I look at these elements. First, we have to look at, did you ever have that passion and chemistry, okay? Did you ever feel like you wanted to rip each other's clothes off, that you were horny for each other? Not just horny, but horny for each other. And the situation is that, did you ever have that, first of all, okay? Now, how long did it take to dissipate? Was it a slow thing? Did something happen to kill the passion over the years, the months, depending on the situation? Or are you in that situation where it just got comfortable, or maybe you're tired? And we get that way, right? We're tired, working long hours, whatever, stressed about money. We have all this. And those things can kill passion and desire. I don't want to excuse it. Don't use those as an excuse. I get it. It's hard. It's not easy. But I don't want to let you fall into the routine to where, yeah, we're tired, it's okay, that's why. Forget that, okay? I want you to work through those and keep the passion and chemistry going. Now, first, we need to know if those situations, when did the passion, if it was even there, if the passion was not really there and it's okay and you're thinking it will be down the road or whatever, you know what? It's going to be very, very difficult. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's going to be very, very difficult that passion and chemistry will ever be there. I'm just being honest, being blunt. So if you're okay in that situation, I'm going to give you some tips in a bit to try to kick it up, try to fire it up, the relationship, and see if you can sort of manifest the passion, the chemistry, and kick that up a notch. And if not, then maybe if you're okay in that situation the way it is, peace. That's cool. I'm not, like I said, it's your life. It's not mine. I want people happy. That's what I try to do. It's not what I want for you. It's what you want, what makes you happy. I'm all about that. I'm not about being biased, being prejudicial by any means. I want you, the listeners out there, I want you happy. It's about your life and trying to find that happiness, or trying to work you towards that path, okay? Now, going back to, I want to know if it has been, has the passion ever been there? Did you, ever, you look at each other and you just felt horny, the guy looks at you and gets a woody right away, and it's not just, say, physical, it's everything. It's the soulful connection, it's the emotional connection as well. Or maybe it's just, you were friends and you were friends, best friends, and the chemistry wasn't there for either one of you, but it's comfortable. It's something to do. It's safe. Ooh, when you're safe, how hot is that? When you feel so safe, right? It's a safe thing. It's good to have emotional safety, which I always try to promote big time. But you do things that's safe, but it's not risky. It's not the passion. It's not the chemistry. It's not the risk-taking that you do, right, when you give your all physically and emotionally, because, let's face it, you might get crushed. You might get hurt. So that emotional risk and all that might not be there. It's safe. Being safe all the time tends to kill the passion, the physical intimacy, not the emotional intimacy, but the physical intimacy. whatever. So, if you were passionate and the chemistry was there before, and say it was there for a while, and it went dead over the last year or 2 years, 3 years, whatever, I'm going to be honest and say that has a better chance of flipping that around and getting that passion and chemistry back again. Again, if anyone guarantees you 100% it's going to happen, they're lying to you, okay? They're bullshitting you. They're full of shit, to be honest with you, okay? But the chances can be very good that it can come back and I can help, or not just me, but it can, it can help and it can materialize, again, the passion, the chemistry, and you can have that again. Oh, we got a caller. And, okay. Hey, welcome. This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Dre, is that you?
Hey, this is me. How you doing?
Not too bad. I appreciate your sister calling in. Sounds pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I had to get
She seems pretty cool. I appreciate it. So what happened to you? She's cool. So what happened to you, man? No.
Well, hey.
I'm ripping on you.
The apple don't fall too short from the cool tree. Put it like that. How about that? How about those apples?
I asked her, what's some dirt she can diss on you, man? No. I was letting her off the hook there, man. What's some dirt you can just fling out, man? Fling out on your brother. How are you? What's happening? What's going on? I don't know if you've been.
Topic now? Let me know. What was the topic you were telling me about?
We are, and I don't know if you've been listening or not. We're talking about in situations, and then we're going to get more into what we're talking about. God, for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. About is it for love or money? In that situation, about the bling bling. We're going to get in that in a little bit. But we're talking about in situations where you're maybe in a relationship or married, that you are, say, you're more friends than lovers, man. And say you've been together for years. And I mentioned on the air a little bit ago to catch you up. I've dealt with clients that, they're best of friends. They emotionally trust each other. They're not cheating on each other either. They haven't had sex in a year, 3 years.
Right.
I've dealt with clients, they haven't had sex in 4 years. And
wow.
there's no medical reason for it. I'm going to throw that out there. There's no medical complications. That isn't the reason.
Right.
But they're best friends. They love each other. They die for each other. But it's almost like they're living as cousins, roommates, best friends.
The twin date effect, huh? Like,
absolutely. And,
wow.
And trying to, and I've talked about, listeners on the air, and I don't want to necessarily repeat myself, but, I've dealt with, if you've had the chemistry and the passion was there before, and it was there for a while, chances are you can get that back. I can't guarantee it. No one can. They're BSing you if they say they can. But that chance is very good that it can come back. Now, if the passion, chemistry, you're friends, whatever, decide because it's safe, and the chemistry and passion wasn't really there that much from the beginning, you know what? Chances are it ain't ever going to be there. And I'm not going to lie to you. People can lie to you, BS with you, saying you can be best friends and you're thinking the chemistry will be there down the road. It can be, but it's very, very rare. Chances are you're bullshitting yourself. Go ahead, Dre.
You know what? To touch in on that, I feel like it depends on when you catch someone as well. Because sometimes, I hear this a lot just from my experience of talking to a lot of people that have been in relationships for like a long time. The timing that they get someone, if you get them when they're young, high school sweethearts or 18, 19, 20, 21, they don't even know who they selves are really. So you still have that bond of being around each other, like you said, like a family bond because you've been around them for so long. But sometimes, like, they hit a corner and they go left and you go right. You get what I'm saying? Throughout the years. And you like, who is this person? It's called evolution. Everybody have a point in their life where they change. And sometimes it can be, you get what I'm saying? Like, and it can cause lack of passion because you're not on their path no more. So it's like, out of just respect and out of just loyalty, they stay with them just because, probably have a couple of kids, whatever, they don't want to kind of separate. It's a lot of situations, but I don't want to, go too far on it. But I just feel like, because I got a brother that's going through the same thing, he's not a Christian no more. He grew up in the church, praise God, and she's still diehard Christian, and they have big conflicts. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's not the same, and he leaves and comes back, and that's, they kissy back, and then that's, they, going another way. So it's like, I just feel like sometimes time can kind of break a relationship. I agree. If they're not on the same road. That's
I agree. And I've talked, off and on over, God, as long as I've been doing this show, Facebook, all this stuff, blogs, and all this, about there is a lot of truth that you can grow apart, man. You go, like you mentioned, Trey, you go down different paths, but the question is, you can still have differences. You can have, say, and I'm not religious, and I'm not going to turn it into a religious show, but you could have a Christian and an atheist, and they could get along, be happy for the rest of their life. That's no big deal. But how you respect those differences, how you deal with them, and you look at what is going on, the underlying issue. If the passion and chemistry was there, now what are we going to do to trick that? But not trick it, but get it back there and be genuine, man. Is the passion killed because of the emotional disconnect? Is it because you don't respect each other? You forget that you're not romancing each other anymore. You're not. Is that the reason, or do you allow the kids to come between you? Like you mentioned with your brother, Trey, that you have kids, you get exhausted, the kids come first. Is that killing the chemistry vibe that's going on? And then you, like you said, Dre, you get in a situation where you're comfortable and you start, I'm going to be honest with you, you bullshit yourself that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, exactly.
That is, I never want people to get in that situation, because I think you're cutting yourself short and you're only living half-ass, if you will. You're living in a relationship or marriage half-ass. You're only living part-way, and I'm not. If you're happy in that situation, man, who am I to say? Change.
A lot of people just. I wouldn't say happy. I would say contempt. You know what I mean? So I just feel like a lot of people just say, what's the use of continuing on with someone else? Like I said, it's like putting on your shoe. Why would you put on another pair? So it's, even though your point of view has changed, you're still used to this person for so long, and you might just have that guilty feeling if you leave them. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Why? And then you kind of feeling like a guilt, but you're just trying to be who you evolved to be. So it's just it's just crazy, and
now
a lot of people out there probably go through this, and
absolutely.
Just don't know
now, Dre, I'm going to be blunt, man. I'm going to be blunt, as you know I am.
I know, I love it.
Would you now? Would you be in that situation, man? Would you stay?
Yeah.
Because of comfort, because of kids, because
you know what? I have. You're looking at a divorcee. So, I'm not preaching to the choir. Sometimes you stay in a situation just because of what, then you use vows as an excuse. I set it upon this person, I set it up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you then you go to counseling and you try to, and everything else. And, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But sometimes it's just inevitable that you just grew apart. And you
agree.
Have to respect that. And that's just how I look at things. Because we only have one life. We don't have nobody. Bill Gates cannot pay somebody for 20 more years, not even 20 more seconds.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Time, and it's like, what are you going to do while you're on this earth? Are you going to live the way the world wants you to live, or are you going to live the way you want to live? And if you're going to be with a significant other that respects you and that's down for your cause and what you stand for, to me, that's the best way of living.
I agree, but you're talking, like I mentioned, the friends and lovers situation. They respect each other. They got the respect, man. That's there. They get along. They're great friends. But the passion and chemistry is not there. And you're
Exactly.
busting, you're really breaking my bubble too, Dre. You talk about we got one life. You know what? It's my dream and hope. So I'm going to be reincarnated, come back as a porn star, man. So don't be busting my chops there. No?
Now you still in my reincarnation. Now. Come on now.
And I'm not. I don't want to repeat. I don't want to come back reincarnated as a woman either. A woman porn star. Oh God, wouldn't that be a cruel joke? No, hell no. But sometimes, some avenues you look at, if the passion and chemistry was there. Let me go there first. It is you need to start looking at, you need to work on, if you're waiting for your partner, lover, husband, wife, doesn't matter, to kick it up.
Right.
And this cuts across all sexual orientations, heterosexual, gay, lesbian, doesn't matter. If you're waiting, you know what? Oh, I'm waiting because I don't want to be rejected, whatever, or make a fool out of myself. And you're waiting for your partner to frickin' make the move, kick it up. You know what? And you're both in that situation. It's going to dead, man. It ain't going nowhere. You need to be able to take the risk and look at, what can I do? Even bring it up to your, wife, husband, girlfriend, partner, doesn't matter. You need to bring it up and say, you know what? I missed this. What's going on? Maybe their partner, maybe your lover, wife, husband, maybe they're fine with the way things are, right?
Yeah, some people
maybe
are.
they're feeling...
And sometimes you would think they're cheating, but they might not be. They might be cheating on you with extra work or priorities that they think sex is secondary. A lot of people,
absolutely.
Like you said, it used to be the thing that just hot hump in a parking lot or in a car back in the day. But as people get older, they might just feel like, wow, this is not, I'm not really that spontaneous anymore. I'm not really that into sexual acts. And I don't know, because to me that's crazy, because if I'm in love with somebody all in emotionally, I have to have a physical part as well. I just cannot just be,
same here.
Hey, just looking at you like, oh, I'm in love with you with just my eyes. I have to feel it. I have to show you. I have to hold you, caress you. I'm a cuddler. Don't think I'm soft.
Don't lie to me.
But I'm a
you know what? If I was gay, so Dre, I'd be all over you. You're lying to me, man. You ain't that way. You just about hit it and quit it, aren't you?
No, seriously, no. I think like you just feel it. Actually, like when you're younger, you kind of, when you do things, and I wasn't really like that back in the day. But,
no, I had
older,
no game.
You realize that like the physical can only just hold for so long. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you can get the strip
you and
or
I
whatever,
talked
the
about
body,
this,
whatever,
man.
But the emotion aspect of a person now is key, and you appreciate it the older you get. It's like fine wine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So if it's like, to me, if your mental is there in the physical, it's like a double whammy. Why just have one? You get what I'm saying?
I agree, and I'm selfish, man. I want both, man. I want the emotional, intellectual, joking around, and the physical.
Who wouldn't? And it was so funny not to like put some down. It's like women do so much to get men to want them, out here. So, you got the injections, the fake booties, and everything.
Eyelashes, nails, yeah.
So, nails too. I mean, I can't believe I heard they got like, injections for calves and everything else. They keeping up with the women out there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like, it don't boil down to that.
Would you say it's a front?
If that's what it is, it's not real.
How many people do you think they come at you? I think most couples, I think a lot, not all, but I think most couples that fall into the friends more than lover, I think it progresses that way, Dre. I don't think... now, those that start off as friends thinking they're going to be lovers and the chemistry, passion's going to be there, they're fooling themselves. It does happen. It does happen on rare occasions. But they're fooling themselves. Most people are fooling themselves. Yeah.
Right. And like I said, you have to be, like everyone have to have some type of attraction, I believe. You have to have some type of,
Oh, I'm with you, man. I don't want to wake up next to you, wake up somebody and say, "Ah!" No.
Right. But everybody like different things. Some
like it's not about that. It's about
skinny. Some people like, this. Some people like that. So at the same time, it's just, your lane.
I agree.
So, but I mean, to me, heart is everything. The heart is everything. Because once you get that, a body or whatever.
I'm a man. I'm going to tell you, I want the body too, man. I want the heart, body. Maybe I'm selfish, man. But
I'm just saying, see, once a woman knock you off your socks, I'm telling you, you're like, all that don't matter. Because you might have, like, what I'm trying to say is this. Say you had a supermodel, right? You got it in the beginning. You got the supermodel, the bad chick,
Right.
She cold, you know what I mean?
Cold blooded, we talked about that, remember?
10 body, just a 10. And then next you know, she have a couple of your kids, and, she's like, you know what? I don't have to work that hard. I can just let it go.
Yep.
I'm in love. And then that's, you looking at her like, wait, like, hold up on a donut. So you like,
yep.
You know what?
You don't love me enough to, right?
You can eat as many donuts as you want because, I experienced you at your height. So it depends. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling, but I just feel like,
No, you're not.
It's a point where...
right, and Sean
it's
mentioned...
a point when you just like, hey, love is not going to die if it's real love. That's the point I'm really talking.
You know what?
Regardless of what you turn into.
Going,
like,
though, Trey. A lot of people think that, you got to do the work to keep it going. And if you do it, even on a daily basis, little thing. I'm not talking, freaking every single wine and dining up each other's booties every day. But a little bit, it's not work, man. It's not work. It becomes a way of life. And Sean mentioned, a while ago, he's on live chat, and he mentioned, but you have to work on it. It's a team. Mm-hmm. It's, it's working
that's cool.
Two people towards the same goal. And if that passion and desire go down, and if you're just friends, you need to bring it up and not bring it up out of anger. Because that's what happens. You know what? And it causes fights. Babe, man, I miss
I got what
touching
you're saying.
you.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
I miss feeling craved by you.
Right.
You need to bring it up. And some people are afraid to do that, to rock that boat.
But some people, but you know what though? Some people don't know how to, some people don't know how to deliver the message right as well. Sometimes you can be too, blunt, and she can feel insecure about it.
Oh, absolutely.
So it depends on how you deliver it as well.
I agree.
The females are so fragile. Look at the competition. As soon as they walk through the door, it's competition. They walk through, everywhere. There's so much competition for women. It's ridiculous. That's why they get all these outlandish surgeries now. It's crazy out here. So at the end of the day,
I think it's both ways. So I don't think it's so much. I see that a lot. White women, black women, and we talk all about this, and it doesn't matter. You and I are cool. We're not. We hate racism. It ain't about that. It's who you're attracted to. Doesn't matter color. Shit. It's about the person.
I know you. I know you, Greg. You don't even have to reconfirm that with me because I already know. You are straight up, and that's what I respect about you. No matter what, you straight up.
That goes both ways, man.
And you can't segregate that. You feel me?
No, I agree. And that's what I try to do with a lot of people and stuff. And you look at, you need to be able to bring it up and say, you know what, I missed this with you. What's going on? And it comes, I'm tired. I'm all this stuff. And if it's not that important to you, that's where a lot of people, where they crave that. That's where typically affairs start, because
exactly.
You don't feel craved, you don't feel desired, and your partner wants you, or both of you want to sell each other out and say you need to be okay with that. I had
You know what? Oh my God, you made a perfect point, because I had somebody in my family, I want to put them out there, that went through the same thing you're talking about now that I recollect it. He went through the same thing. Like he had a wife, right? He was married to a wife. And she was low key, you know what I mean? She was so, she hardly even talked. She was not, sexually, she was nowhere near anything. She was, I guess, just basic. And he was telling me, man, I'm so tired. That's crazy. I wish I could get him to call in like crazy. I wish I could. I swear, because this is perfect for him. Now that I think about it, he was so bent on just, because he was like, wow, I just want something different. I'm tired of the same old thing. And then he met somebody that blew his mind, and left his wife for her.
Yeah.
This is true story. No fabrication. This true
I'm
story.
telling you,
exactly happened.
I had a couple. They are separated. He wanted to be done. Okay.
Right.
And they're in late 20s, I'm going to say. And so they're fairly young. They're a couple years older than I am, but in their late 20s. I'm lying. I had to throw that out there. But
another life.
Yeah. I can get away with
20 plus.
20 plus. Anyway, so and she brought up about the, he brought up, and she never had a clue. She brought up, well, sex isn't all, whatever.
Right.
Her comment, we've been together, ever since we're, been together 9 years.
Right.
Sex is supposed to go downhill. It's supposed to, and I looked at her, I said, are you for real? And I said, tell me, why'd you believe that? Why do you fall into that? Do you miss it? Do you miss the connection that sex gives you? And we're going on an emotional connection. And of course, some reasons for that were about the emotional aspects that were going on between them. It wasn't really the physical aspects. And it's about sharing what you want and sharing, what the hell was going on. And, if you want your man to be more assertive, maybe you're the guy and you want your woman to be more assertive. What can you do to communicate those aspects, to trigger it up, to go from the friends to the lovers again and kick up the passion? You need to do the work. Now, what happens if you're in a friend zone and you are, like you talked about Dre a little bit ago, what happens now? The friend zone is based on you ain't attracted to your partner anymore. Like you talked about.
Wow.
Now, I'm throwing it out there. Say if your boyfriend, husband, whatever, maybe he ain't taking care of himself. Hygiene,
I see what you're saying. Letting himself go.
Put on 50, 7,500 pounds, or maybe she did. And you talk about, now, and are you still supposed to, love that person?
I think you never lose the love. Actually, it depends on if it was love initially first. Let's get that right.
But at
the same time, the lust is key too. You cannot hold a relationship just off of love no more. You have to because a person has to be fulfilled completely, all the way around. You don't want your woman, she love you, but she's deprived sexually. That's horrible. She got to go to a plastic toy just to get off and think about somebody else because you're not doing your job. Ooh. It's a job. Marriage and being with somebody is a job.
Are you speaking from
It's
experience?
7 days a week job. No, never that. I'm like oh my God, listen, I'm like Wesley Pipes, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't never, and I'm not even bragging. I just feel like, I'm a sexual person and that's just it. That's
same here.
So, I love it. I love to please. I'm a pleaser.
So hey,
I will never. I feel like I'm gonna be doing it at 80. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
damn it. No.
I'm just saying. I'm being honest. I feel like I'd do it at 80. So I just don't see myself slowing down anytime soon. So I guess
not at all. And
each his own.
You keep yourself up. I try to keep myself up too.
Right.
People
I work
know
out.
Me, oh yeah, absolutely. And people know me. Oh God, people have known me for years. Facebook students. I'm all about pleasing big time. And you hear that, ladies? There's a black guy on the phone that says he's a pleaser. You get that? That's what I said, man. He's got to be bullshit.
And I'm not trying to be cliche. Look, and I'm not trying to be cliche with it, too.
I know.
You get what I'm saying? You know what? It's actually reality for me,
I'm all about that, man.
Seriously.
That
but like I said, but some people, it's just women out there that really don't have sex like that, though, that don't want it. No matter what. They don't even want pleasure.
No.
So you got that too. You got the guy that's willing to put in work, and a female is like, oh, you know what? I don't really want to go there because, other things that's on their mind are more important to them. And
that's
that
what
causes a lot of breakups as well.
Now, if that's a situation, and I'm not saying, if you're friends more than lovers, and if you both do not want to get back to lovers, that's up to you. And if you're happy with that, that's fine. That's cool. I'm all about that. But the problems come in, as you know, where one doesn't want to do that, but the other one, usually the one with the less desire, the less sexual desire or craving, is the one that holds the power over sex in a relationship. Let's face it.
Right.
And
what happens
I know
what you're saying.
they're the ones that control it, man. And what happens is, if you are all about, you don't care about that, and you expect your partner to not care about it either, and you bash that partner for not caring about being passionate lovers or being more than friends, and you're bashing them. Oh, that's all you think about is sex. That's all you want is sex. No, I want what it represents, the emotion, the soulful connection, the eye-to-eye gaze while we're having sex. It's about feeling each other emotionally, physically, all that, what it represents. And if you don't care about that, man, and you want me to be okay with that and sell myself out, you know what?
Right.
Peace out.
Right, and that's grounds for that. That's grounds for it. There's no other way around it. If you don't want to meet somebody halfway, and it's serious, and they let you know, and they keep on coming, and it's not just one conversation. It's multiple conversations. Like, hey, look, I'm in need. Like,
now,
serious.
Trey.
Your sister look like you, and she's coming over, and I'm like, hey,
Now, Trey, let me hit, and I'd love other people to call in or chime in on live chat. It's 313-614-9498, or join me on live chat as well. And I want to look at, like you talk about, Dre, what happens, okay, I'm going to do my wifely duty, and since, I got needs, I want to feel this, okay, I'll just lay down there and you can do me. Oh, you know what? I ain't playing that game either, man. You know what? And I talked about this on numerous shows before over the year or whatever I've been doing this. And you look at the situation where, if you're okay with that, man, that's pathetic. Again,
right.
If you want to live that way,
like you said, and like
that's on you.
And what's so funny, like you said, man, right? She was like, you know what? Let me give him something. But it's sympathy sex. Do you really?
Yeah, sympathy or pity
or
sex.
do you want real? You get me?
Yep.
Or do you want the real? You feel me?
Yeah, I completely agree. And some people are okay with it. That's a huge turn-off for me. You're just having sex with me because I stopped bitching about it? No.
Right. You got that, though.
No.
Right.
You need to, sometimes by taking a stand and not fall into it, you know what? You can do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to get our passion, the passion, the chemistry, the love or attitude back, that's not important to you, that's okay. You don't have to. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be in a marriage or relationship where that's important to me. Now, I'm not going to sell myself out. You can do whatever you want. Sometimes that flips the script. But, again, you don't want that script flipped on a temporary basis. Well, I'm this, and I can go back to the way it is a month, 2 months, and be fine. I don't want that cycling back and over. I want it to be cemented and last lifetime,
Exactly.
I want you 80 years old and breaking each other's hips.
Right. Right. And at the end of the day, you want it to be a mutual thing as well.
Absolutely.
Mutual stimulation, put it like that.
No, I agree.
You don't want to just get yours and she don't get hers as well. That's crazy.
No, it's got to be mutual. It's got to be mutual pleasing.
Right.
Being a pleaser, I'm all about that. That's
Me
important.
Too.
If you want to call, if it's my ego at stake, whatever it is, I'm all about. I'll buy it. Man, I get her off. Man, it's freaking awesome. I love it. It's like, yeah, baby. Whew.
Right.
I'm all hot. Yeah, I'm all that. Don't be faking it. Don't be busting my ego. But I gotta take a little pause from. I want to give a shout out too. Make sure you can listen to rebroadcasts of shows on any of the TuneIn, SoundCloud, My Show's own app, and of course, podcastdetroit.com. Check them out, podcastdetroit.com. You can also, my book is on sale, $3 off on Amazon. I got issues with Amazon.
Unbelievable book, too. I've been catching up on it. So it's like...
Oh, thanks, Trey. That's
some of the topics on that book is... I mean, I'm not even trying to, plug. I didn't even know you was going to mention it. You really have wonderful insight on that book.
Oh, thanks, Trey. And I think I gave... Matter of fact, I think I gave you the one with all the typos and the grammar errors in it. Sorry,
the rough draft, right?
The rough draft version. Sorry, my bad. I'll get you another copy. I got
but you know what though? What are you trying to do? That makes it a classic though. That makes it
we'll be a classic.
I'm gonna remember this. Like I had the unedited version, you know.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Greg, look at he's an idiot. No. Oh, God. There's
with
a lot
the
of errors.
on it, huh?
But Amazon is not being too... Amazon's not being too honest with sales or anything either. Reviews, I've been having issues. But anyways, for now, you can still get the book. It's going to be offered on other resources as well pretty soon.
Okay.
But people can get... It's called Seize That Total Connection. That's that title on Amazon. Ebook, paperback version, $3 off each one, okay? So please check it out. I appreciate it. It's about helping people out there. The full title of the book is Seize That Total Connection, Achieving the Emotional and Sexual Relationship You Crave. And I want to give a shout out to, I have a single seminar that's coming out. That's going to be January 16th, okay? The couple seminar, I don't even think, I talked to you, Dre, about this, but that's out, that's set, it's scheduled. That is I can't even remember. Oh, Spicing Up Your Relationship couple seminar. That's going to be January 23rd, the following Saturday. They're both going to be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, late morning. So check them out. Tickets are available. You can check out my Facebook, Greg Dazinski.
You have donuts or something, man?
Listen to you, man.
I'm going
to have snacks. It might be donuts. Snacks.
I'm coming. You have snacks. I'm coming.
And I'm trying to. I might have. I don't know, for those morning drinkers. For Bloody Marys or mimosas, whatever, or beer, whatever. Too. I'm trying to arrange that, but I'm gonna. That's gonna be cash. I can't pay for that. I can't afford that. But I am. There's gonna be coffee, tea, water, and snacks. Probably, I don't know, donuts, some other things going on for snacks. That's gonna be available, so you can advance ticket sales only. I have to do it this way, okay? So check it out on Facebook or Eventbrite, BRIT.com. Type in either for the couple seminar, Spice Up Your Relationships, the single seminar. Just type in a single seminar. You bring it up. And for single seminar, you don't have to be single. You can be a couple. I'm not, it's open to anyone. The couple seminar, you can be single, maybe gain some insights to okay? So it's open to both, even though one's geared towards singles, one's geared towards couples. So I want to give a shout out to both of them. Purchase tickets early. It's a limited ticket sales, okay? Because of the space provided, and I can't afford to buy that much snacks or coffee for everybody, so I'm going to be honest and upfront. So, okay, now, podcastdetroit.com, check them out, bunch of cool shows, great people out there as well. Going back to the Friends More Than Lovers, and I'm going to key in real quick. You need to sort of juice it up a little bit. Take that risk. Talk to your partner about you want to jack it up a little bit. Maybe be a little more romantic. Maybe dance around the house in the nude, guys, right? Hey, baby, how do you like this? And maybe if she laughs at you, whatever, joke around about it, right? Joke around about it. Make fun. Maybe you can joke around. And a lot of times when you stop joking around, the playfulness.
You know what is good? I'm going to tell you what what would be a good thing if you want to spice up your marriage.
Please,
catch her when she sleep. She came from work. She just got out the shower. She's in bed. She's just now with this. So don't get her when she just like, as soon as she get in that nice little snow, you know what you do? Slip them pennies off and just dive in. Put your mouth on it. You feel me?
Oh, I'm all about diving.
That's crazy.
I'm a
That's how you
professional
wake
diver.
That's how you wake her
But
up.
you know what happens if she says, you know what? Get away from me. What are you doing?
She ain't if you doing it like I do it. Let me tell you.
You know what, Trey?
I'm just saying. If you do it right.
Trey, your sister called, remember? She did some dirt. She talked to your ex-girlfriends. That ain't always true, man. They've been lying to you. No.
You lie. I'm just saying, like, seriously, like that works, like, just spontaneous.
I'm
do
all about
different,
that,
not
man.
that per se.
Guys need to be spontaneous. I agree. Maybe you need to, and I always throw, one of my many mottos. When was the last time what was that? Oh, foo, I'm sorry, on the line. I have never said get away from me to my husband. Foo, I know. I told you. You are freaking the epitome of women's sexuality. Damn it. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. Drive me nuts. Anyways, you're always horny for your husband. Anyways, that's cool. Good for him. Good for Chip Foo.
Right.
Anyways, I agree. Spicing up. And sometimes guys get lazy. Guys get lazy. You need to, and women do too. When was the last time you dressed in negligee when he comes home from work and the kids aren't there, or vice versa? You need to. When was the last time you threw freaking rose petals around, or just grabbed her and started making out with her, throw her up against the wall? Not, like throw her through the wall. No, only if you're pissed. No, I'm teasing. But put her up against the wall and you kiss her passionately. Like you freaking just crave her like a freaking animal, man. That you just want her.
Well, like I said,
maybe did that.
And maybe you might not, like, maybe if you that spontaneous, like, maybe you might be in a Walmart. Walking down the aisle, and then you do it like that. That's
what?
You probably wouldn't even expect it.
You just killed the mood for me. In a Walmart, too? Now, if you're in White Castle, that might be hot. No, I hate White Castle. Walmart.
Listen, how could you go wrong? She's looking at the perfect field, and plus that happens. So
I agree, man.
You winning.
Hey, baby. Why don't we try these on now? Go in the dressing room, man. I want to help you put these on.
You're right.
That'd be freaking hot, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes, it would.
Okay. But spaz it up. Spice it up. I can't even talk. Spice it up, jazz it up. Take that risk and whatever. And if she, what are you doing? Are you nuts or whatever? You know what? Then you need to have a serious heart-to-heart talk. And if she or your husband, ladies, or boyfriend don't want to do anything to spice it up to increase the lover attitude between you guys or the passionate physical entity between you guys, you might need to reevaluate the situation, the marriage and relationship, and ask yourself, you know what? Is this really what I want? Like Dre mentioned at the beginning of his call, you know what? Maybe we just grew apart, and I'm not going to sacrifice my happiness, right? I'm not going to live as a martyr.
You can't. Life is short. Life is life is short. Life is so serious. I remember I was riding a bike and then I'm driving cars and I was like, you get what I'm saying? So It's like it goes so quick. You miss your childhood is a distant memory, and it's like to me, I feel like this: the right relationship brings more of a longevity to your life.
Well, we know that, but you have to. You still have. How do you keep that going? And people fall in love. You can have a great foundation, whatever, but you need to keep it going. You need to keep the romance and the going, the flirtatiousness, joking around. I think that's a big thing. Plus, being emotionally safe for each other, man.
Flirting is they love it. Women love
absolutely.
that. Absolutely.
Well, men, I do too. Damn it.
Yeah, we
Not
do.
You,
man as well. You right. Well, not right. But you're right though, man. Like I think a lot of women don't realize that as well, because it's like in this world we so
lose
on. It's just right, because it's like
they feel they don't have
we're supposed to be the one. Yes. And it's not. That's not the case. I think it should be a two-way street.
And I think a lot of that, I agree, Dre. It does have to be a two-way street. And that's where it needs to, women have to, both men and women need that. And my experience talking to, women, men, and not only professionally with couples and everything, but with, personal, most women want that. Too. Most women want that. Yeah, I do get some guys that could care less about that. Yeah, men about the passion, whatever. Their hobbies, whatever. And there's women out there, they could care less about sex, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? And if you want your partner to care more about sex and whatever, and they don't, is that fair? And if your partner who cares less about if you ever have sex again, and they want you to be that way, I want you to take a good hard look, and you know what? Do you want each other to be miserable? Right. And do you want your kids to grow up being that way? Right. Would you want your kids to be in that situation, man?
Not at all.
Okay. No, a lot of people don't, but some people want that safety, and they don't care. I don't want to be divorced because this, whatever. I don't care if we're miserable. We're going to stay because what would our friends say?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Say?
Man, that's the case in a whole lot of situations.
Being a marriage relationship, and sex therapist, I never promote that. And that sort of cuts across the grain, but I never will ever promote that situation. Now, we got, oh my God, never took another break. We got a half hour to the show, and I got to teach class tomorrow morning. Oh my God. Anyways, they're used to me talking out of my ass anyways.
Oh man.
Now, I want to flip it up in last half hour of the show. And Dre, oh my God, we talk about this left and right about love or money, people. Yeah,
what
baby.
They say, it's all about the money, honey.
Yeah. Now.
That's what they say.
Is it? Yeah. But the money.
Money.
Put a ring on it, right?
Put a ring on it, right?
And that ring better be 3 carats, damn it. No.
Yeah, right. There you go. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said?
I missed it. I'm sorry, Jay. What did you say?
I said it got to be a couple of carats.
Oh.
Got to be a couple of. You said 3, so I guess I'm 1 under.
No, I'm going to be Bugs Bunny, and I'll bring you carrots. All right. No.
Right. I got your kids right here.
Yeah. Peace out,
But
baby.
you know what, though? You know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to say something.
Yes.
A woman, I just feel like, you have like a lot of women that's like in higher places nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's not like back in the 60s or the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
CEOs.
They are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for you to have that going on now, it's a different world. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
so the expectations of back in the day, because back in the day, like remember Susie Homemaker, that's.
I get that. But what are you saying? Are you saying women nowadays are more materialistic because they're CEOs of companies, VPs, have good jobs? Are you saying they're more materialistic?
No, I just feel like the expectations are more higher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't be sugarcoating on me now. What do you mean by that?
I'm not sugarcoating. They want to be they want somebody, I think, on the same level or even higher, So, I mean, nowadays.
You're telling me, without getting yourself in trouble with the women out there, you're telling me women are still materialistic.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like, if you think about what I'm saying, they just see a person and I just feel like they want a person in the same league that they are in. You get what I'm saying? Nowadays,
I get that.
That's
so
all
saying
I'm
they
saying.
Care. They care.
Yeah, they care. They basically,
Are you hearing backfeed by any chance, Dre?
Oh no, I'm in the store. I'm kind of.
Oh, you're in the store. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I had to.
I don't know. Hopefully, Fu or Sean. Yeah. Hopefully, if you hear any backfeed, maybe it's just on my end, which I'm hoping is.
Oh no, I'm not hearing no backfeed at all. Everything is coming
good.
in clear.
It might be just my end. That's cool. That's all right. I can handle that.
Okay.
I want to.
Like I said, but I just think, like back, I just feel like this love conquers all.
I
if
agree.
you can picture on somebody as well, somebody working hard, like I can say, it's not. If somebody lazy, not doing anything, not bringing nothing to the table. Bring a fork, bring a spoon, bring a knife, bring something to the table for her to say, okay, at least he's not, and didn't have potential for greatness. That's cool.
A lot of women look for potential in a guy.
Right. But don't just bring nothing to the table and just me, and
that
grab,
goes
grab,
for
grab.
women too,
not
man.
Yeah, vice versa. Because
I have the golden P. That's what I'm bringing to the table, and you need to pay for that.
Yeah, because you know what the thing about
baby.
The thing about it is that just like you getting yours, I'm getting mine as well.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't going to be in that relationship. I want equal. It ain't about money. Okay, I'm going to.
But you get what I'm saying? To me, I think it should be equal. Like I just think.
I agree.
Nowadays, it's more of a team effort because you get more. If you just depend on one person to do everything and you stacking all your money in the account while I'm handling everything, that's not fair.
No, it isn't fair. Okay, I'm going to get into some comments, that people posted on my Facebook page, and people, you can go on that. There's a picture, and I can't remember where I shared it, but it's called the name, or it's not really a name. It's more or less a saying on the picture. I never cared about the material things a man could give me. I care about his time, attention, honesty, loyalty, and effort. Those gifts mean more than anything money could buy. And I also had to add, you know what? I care about his tongue and his cock, too. Okay. Anyways. Now, and I think frickin' Princess Fu on chat will agree with that. Anyways, and I on top of the picture, I put how many women agree with this. Seriously, no BS, no fronting. And I'm going to read down the list of, yes, they do in his dick. I know, Fu, you love your husband's dick. Anyway, you look at the situation, which is great. I'm glad you do, and I'm sure he's glad you do, too. Fu, you always make me pissed off, and I always leave here, you tell me all this stuff, and I leave here all jealous and all that crap. Anyways, okay, now, going down the list, I'm going to read right off Facebook, and you can chime in. And you know what? There was not one man other than myself that commented on this. So I'm going to read down the list, and I want to see if these women are BSing, fronting, or if it's legit. Okay, write down the list. So
don't gas me. I like running on E. You feel me?
Okay, now, write down the list. Okay, Dre, you might have to just listen. And then until the end. Okay, here we go. Write down the list. I'm going to read this again, then I'll read the list rehashes. I never cared about the material things a man could give me. I care about his time, attention, honesty, loyalty, and effort. Those gifts mean more than anything money could buy. And I put, how many women agree with this? Seriously, no BS, no front. And here are the answers. Right off the top, the only comment that was mentioned, okay, I'm going to read the comments. 100%. Another one, like, times 10. Another one, 100%. Another one, smile, a smiley face. Another one, this is me to a T, smiley face. Yes, came from another one. Another one, huge smiley face. Another one, very much so. Another one, yup, never got in this marriage, never will. which means maybe those things, I'm assuming. Or maybe money. I don't know what that one was. Anyways, okay, another one. One of my favorite relationship books. Oh, and I dogged this book. Oh, what's the 5 love languages? And I am definitely a words of affirmation woman. It's so simple. And the book gives a great foundation. But like I said, after the shit hits the fan, the book is very, very useless. Anyways, that's just my take. So she's saying no. She's more about it's so simple. Wants the words of affirmation. Doesn't care about money. Anyways, another one. That's me 1,000%. All the material things in the world mean absolutely nothing to me if he's not around to spend time with me. If he's not honest, loyal, and willing to put his tongue... Oh, no, I just threw that in there. And willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to put in. That he's not willing to put in the effort that I'm willing to put in. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever find that. Sad face. Aw. Anyways, okay, next one. I would rather spend the day with someone that didn't cost a dime over a man that could buy me a luxury car. I have spent time with the elderly, and all their stories mention times of happiness spent together, all in camps. None, all in caps, of their stories mention anything that was materialistic. They realized that it's important to collect moments and not things. Another one put, amen. That is 100% me. No bullshit. Then, my comment, I probably shouldn't even... I love seeing the comments here. So it looks like many women on here do not base a relationship on materialism. Is that true? And I put like a wink emoticon. Money helps to live, though, as one of my many mottos, I say, a house doesn't make a home. Okay? And here we go. Oh, my God, I got still more going on. Okay. And someone put, I agree with, someone mentioned a comment I missed. I agree with the man needs to be able to support himself, his own self. I'm all about that. And does this apply to a woman too? And I put a smiley face. I'm all for equality. And, okay, another one put, that was just a joke one. Never mind. Okay, another one. It doesn't matter if you surround yourself in complete luxury. If he doesn't touch your soul, trust me. Ooh.
I like that one.
I like a lot of these, you know.
Yeah,
and I put, and I commented, extremely well said, though there are those who do not care about the soulful connection, sadly, okay? And because most people think that material items and money can buy happiness. That came from another one. And the last responder just put me, meaning I want those things are all for me. Sean, on live chat, you mentioned where are you reading this from? It's on my Facebook page, Sean. My main page, Greg Dudzinski, Dudzinski. I know you're friends on there too, Sean. It's down, I can't remember when I posted it, but it's down maybe the fourth one down, Sean. You're going to see the picture of what I mentioned to when I read that off online. I never cared about the material things a man could give to me, and it shows a man and woman, a shadow of them, or silhouette, if you will, of them holding hands, and then it goes from there, Sean. So most women are telling me that they care more about love than materialistic things. And is that really true, Dre? Or do you think they have, you know what, I want all those things, but my standard of living needs to be this house, this type of car, this neighborhood. What do you take? If you had all those things and you still lived in the hood in the ghetto, would you still be happy? Ooh. Would you be okay with that, ladies? What do you think, Dre?
I just feel like, I feel like it sounds...
Don't be tripping over your words now. Come real.
No, I feel like it sounds good. I know everybody's going to agree or say, yeah, of course. A lot of people are going to agree with that and say, that they'll be down for someone, whatever. But when it comes down to it, how long is it going to be? They might initially do that for a minute, but how long? Is it a time limit? Is it good for a moment until they expire? Is it an expiration date on that feeling? That's all I'm saying, Everybody changes. Their point of view changes. So, with the relationship.
So what are you saying, Trey?
What I'm trying to say is, that's what I'm saying. It's just, how long will it really last? It might
about
sound,
the materialistic thing, that it's not important to them?
You say what now?
You're saying that they might not really care about materialism at the forefront, but as it goes on deeper in a relationship, we all have expectations, right? But can expectations be that you just are going to love each other passionately till whatever, the rest of your lives? And it doesn't matter where you live, what you live in, what car you drive, whatever, and you're okay with that. Or we all have expectations. I tell people, I like nice things too. I just can't afford them. But that's not my essence of who I am.
And then if you're dealing with somebody that have too much of a financial strain on them as well, it's easy for them to cope with someone like that.
No, I know.
But if you get what I'm saying? If you're dealing with somebody that's just like going through it, credit bad and everything else, and they look, they got a spouse and he's not providing, and you got a lot of stuff on your plate, at the same time, I just feel like that's when that factors in as far as, because stuff can switch up. It can be good one moment, and then it could be, things can happen to cause that, different train of thought.
I agree, and I dealt with many couples that both the man or the woman, it's funny when I ask, why are you still married? I'll ask them. I'm blunt. They look at me. Oh, my God, Greg, you're a relationship marriage therapist, and you're asking, why are you still married? I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I sort of play this. And I hear, well, you know what? I love our house. Oh, my God, financially, we that would make a big strain on both of us financially. The kids, where we live, his family I love. He likes my family. And I'm like, how come, you list 8 things, 10 things. Great, terrific. How come that you love each other isn't one of them? Do you get my drift, man? And I get this from men and women. They want that standard of living. It's not everybody. There's a lot of women, a lot of guys out there. They don't care. They just want to be loved. Doesn't care. They have the big house, fancy cars, none of that, which is awesome. But there's so many. They want that status. They want to live in this, upper income level, upper middle class, they want this status. And oh my God, I have this. Now I don't want to let it go. It doesn't matter if we're not that happy or not. I want, I can't let it. I love my car. I love our house. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be losing that just because we're not happy.
Ooh. But like I said, if you're looking for that too, you're never going to find true love. Because like the movie, Money Can't Buy Love. That's a prime example. You cannot buy love. I don't care how much you can never buy love.
But my point is, my initial concept, or not concept, mantra or question might be a better thing, Dre, is how many people are in that situation where they might like the person a lot, they're not really in love, but they ain't going to change it because of their standard of living.
Oh, man, that's you might as well, that's like all
you understand? That's the point I'm getting at. And would you want to be with somebody knowing that's why they're with you? And that is, they might like you, love you, but they can tolerate each other. Would you be with somebody knowing that is the main reason they're being with you because they don't want to lose the standard of living, Dre? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I know you're in a store.
Right. I'm going through it right now.
Uh-oh. You need me to let you go?
Yeah, Greg. I've been trying to.
No, you're fine. I know.
As long as I can.
You're fine.
I'm near the end, and I have to make some
yeah, you're fine. Peace out, man. Peace out.
Beautiful show.
Thanks, Dre. I appreciate your feedback again, man. Being a part of the show, too. I appreciate it, man. Peace out.
Always.
Be safe, okay?
I will talk to you tomorrow.
You bet. Peace out, man. Take care, bro. Bye-bye. Okay. Dre called in, which is cool. And I'm going to go back there. Would you want to, what would that do to you as a person? And this is not a gender bias. Everyone assumes men make more money. You know what? That's sort of flipped around now. Women make just as much. And I'm all for equality, big time, right? I'm all for equal rights, all about equality. Women making as much, men, all that. I get that. But man or woman, would you be okay if you knew your partner was with you? And this, like I said, it doesn't matter sexual orientation, gender, this does not matter. Would you be okay being with somebody knowing that the main reason they were with you, not saying the only, but saying the top number one and number two on their list for being in the relationship or married to you was because they did not want to reduce their standard of living? Would you be in that situation? I'd love to hear this. Fu, I know your answer. We talked about Sean. I'd love to hear, would you be in that situation? Would you be okay with that? Yeah, they might have sex with you, whatever, just to make you appease you. Maybe they enjoy sex, but maybe they're fantasizing about somebody else and not you. Maybe you're in a relationship, you're fantasizing about somebody else during sex, but you're there because you don't want to, reduce your standard of living. You don't want to, lose a house. You might have to live in an apartment. You might not have to, oh my God, you live in a 3,000 square foot house, and oh my God, you might have to move into a 900 square foot house. Oh my God, I can't do that. You know what? Oh God, I might have to turn that lease in, and now I have to get a couple $1,000 car because I can't afford the insurance or anything now anymore because oh my God. How many people would be content and are in that situation? I can tell you, I think there are more people in that situation than what they're going to come clean with and be honest with. I think from my experience as doing what I do, and also from personal experience, I think there are more people in that situation, sadly, than they're being honest with. And they will not tell their partner why they're there. They'll bullshit them. They'll lie, and they'll live a lie, right? They might go through the motions, whatever, but they won't come, the only reason we're staying together, I'm staying, is because I don't want to ruin my standard of living. That is so pathetic. And my question is, why, knowing that, what are you doing to change it? What are you doing to flip that script around to be in love, to that, money or the standard of living that you're used to? You know what? That isn't the main reason you're married or being with somebody, because you love each other. And what are you doing to change that? Do you care? Are you going through the motion? I'm telling you, I will never, ever promote somebody being together. Again, it's your life. Your life, I want people happy. But I will never, ever promote, not ever, for people being together just because they don't want to lose or ruin their standard of living. And this was sort of the premise of my post on Facebook that you can check out, okay? Make sure, it's about closing time. Closing time. Anyways, you don't want to listen to me sing. Make sure you check out, if you have not got my book yet, it's $3 off on Amazon. You can get it. Get ebook version, the ebook version, the paperback version. Both are $3 off, okay? Get it. If you get the ebook version, you do not need the Kindle to read it. There's a lot of free Kindle reader apps that Amazon puts out. for cell phones, for tablets, desktop computers, laptops. You can get a free e-reader. So you don't need Kindle if you want. Rather have the ebook reader, you can get the ebook. You can get paperback. Again, it's called Seize That Total Connection. I have links to the book on Facebook, my website too. My website is the art, A-R-T, of relationships, plural, .org. The art of relationships.org. Check it out. Make sure you check out Facebook. The Singles Seminar, January 16th. If you live or reside or are going to be in Metro Detroit area, January 16th. The Couples Seminar is going to be January 23rd, okay? There's a lot of energy in Detroit. A lot of people, oh, my God, it's Detroit. I don't want to. Run a Penobscot building, downtown Campus Marsh. It's very safe, people. It's awesome. There's so much going on in Midtown. It's awesome rejuvenation going on in downtown Detroit. That's why I wanted to be downtown, and I'm a huge fan of it. So check those out. And another aspect, if you have or know anybody that has a business and they want to advertise or sponsor the Art of Relationships radio show, please give me a call, 313-614-9498. You can private message me. It's a very reasonable, very cheap way to sponsor. Not only do you get listeners locally in the Metro Detroit area, you get them worldwide. And like I said, the show is funneled through and listened to through Podcast Detroit, and they have 1 million listeners a month. So you get a wide gamut, especially if you're in an e-commerce business, you sell things online. It is just a phenomenal opportunity, and it's a cheap way to do it. So please let me know. It'll help me out, and it'll help you out, expand your business to a lot of listeners and potential customers to you, okay? This is the Art of Relationships radio show. Thank you so much for listening, people. I appreciate people on chat, people that called in. I am all about helping people out, okay? I want to, that's what the radio show is all about. Thank you so much. Happy Hump Day. Please promote peace and love to everybody out there. Let's get rid of racism, get rid of prejudices, and let's get together as one people, right? We can be stronger, spread more peace, and get rid of freaking wars, hatred, all the killings, and everything going out there. Let's share the love for everybody else. Let's get rid of racism out there. Much love to everybody out there. Thank you again. Happy Hump Night, people. Peace. Take care, everybody. Art of Relationships radio show is copyrighted. No one is to use any part of the show without express written consent from myself, Greg Dzinski, or the Art of Relationships. Thank you.